Hey everybody, EMP5 Reviews here. Today I'm opening up my First Strike Ration Menu 7. Apologies for the look of it. I originally recorded opening it up, but I accidentally deleted the video. So now instead of the normal bag, it's in the trash bag. But this is a First Strike Ration Menu 7 from 2019, so let's see what's inside. First, you've got a blueberry turnover, shelf stable. A grape flavored fruit drink, nut raisin mix with pan coated chocolate discs, some plain applesauce, hot and spicy baked snack cracker, your accessory kit, plain tortillas, sandwich, shelf-stable, nacho-flavored beef stick in bread, sweet and spicy tuna. Never had sweet and spicy before. Normally the regular MREs come with lemon pepper. A second accessory kit with some gum, some mayonnaise, and I think probably a cheese. I'll have to open it up and check. Apple cinnamon First Strike bar, a fruit punch flavored fruit drink, a chocolate mini, not sure what that is, I've never had this. Oh, sorry, never mind. A chocolate First Strike bar. I haven't had a chocolate First Strike bar in a very long time, so I'm curious how that's going to be. Normally it's just the apple cinnamon ones. A teriyaki beef stick, and the good old trusty MRE spoon, and of course the trash bag. So, looks pretty good, and I will see you guys back for breakfast. Okay, here's the breakfast I'm going to have today. My blueberry turnover shelf stable, some applesauce, apple cinnamon flavor First Strike bar, and then good old Army creamer, Army sugar, and Bill's Brew freeze-dried coffee. I don't think I've ever had Bill's Brew coffee before, so this will be interesting to try out. Alright, let's see what it looks like out on the tray. Alright, so here's what it looks like out on the tray. You've got your applesauce, your blueberry turnover, your apple cinnamon First Strike bar, and the freeze-dried coffee with cream and sugar. The applesauce looks better than the one I got from my Menu 2 First Strike ration. It's not separating as much, which is nice. The blueberry turnover looks good, but it definitely did not hold up as good in the packaging as I would have liked. But I did taste some of the blueberries that came out onto the packaging, and those taste pretty good. Tastes like a nice blueberry filling like on a pie. And First Strike bar is nothing crazy, First Strike bar. But let's try this applesauce out first. Yep, standard applesauce. It is not separating as much as that first one did. It definitely tastes, I won't necessarily say better, but different. Still tastes good, though. Cinnamon First Strike bar, try that out. Not too bad. Alright, let's check out the blueberry turnover now. Split it in half. Some parts of it are definitely drier than others. This half up here seems to be a little bit more moist. But let's give it a try. I think a lot of my moistness of this fell out in the part that was opened in the packaging, but still tastes pretty good. A little dry, but not bad. Alright. Now that that's done, let's try some of this coffee. I've never had this brand of freeze-dried coffee before. Alright. Don't want to water it down too much like I've done a few times now. Can't really stand the powdered creamer, honestly, because it never breaks up enough. But that's okay. I've drank worse coffee than this. There's never really a coffee I've drank that's been completely inedible. As long as I can choke it down real quick, it gives me the energy, the caffeine. I'm usually fine. Alright, not the worst, not the best, so let's give it a try. Not too bad, a little weak. Not the strongest coffee flavor I've ever had in an MRE coffee. Can't say it's my favorite, but can't say I hate it. So, that's breakfast. I'm going to finish this up, and I will see you guys back for lunch. Alright, I'm back here with lunch. For lunch today, I'm taking it kind of light. I've got a teriyaki little beef stick here, nice beef jerky, my shelf-stable nacho cheese stick sandwich, which looks like a little tiny version of a Hot Pocket with another beef jerky stick on the inside, so I'm sure that'll be good. Then I have some hot and spicy baked snack crackers, which, as you can tell, did not hold up too well in the packaging, but that's okay, they're still edible. And then I've got some fruit punch beverage powder. So let's get this fruit punch mixed up a little bit. Again, get rid of the chunks as much as possible. No one likes chunky water. No one likes chunky sugar water, that's for sure. I still have a ton of stuff left that I'm going to eat for dinner. I'm just not that hungry for lunch right now, so I'm going to take it easy on lunch and have a bigger dinner later tonight. I'm actually kind of excited for the dinner because that's the one that's got the hot and spicy tuna, and I actually found a potato and bacon cheddar spread that said it could either be used as a spread on bread, or you can add some hot water to it and make it a soup. I've never seen anything like that in the United States MRE. I know a lot of foreign rations have soups of some kinds. US MREs I've never seen a soup in before, so I'm excited to try that out. Alright, I think I got most of the chunks out so far. Let's give this a try. Start with the crackers, get some of the ones that are actually in one piece. Not bad. They definitely got a nice little kick to them. Try some of the fruit punch. Pretty good. Good fruit punch. Haven't had a fruit punch in a while. I normally get the lemon lime or the grape. Let's try the beef jerky. That's actually really good because it's soft. Most Army beef jerkies are really, really hard, but this is nice and soft, so I like that. Alright. Split this in half and just show you. It's kind of funny. They're little nacho cheese sticks. It's literally just a beef jerky stick shoved around pieces of bread. It's like a pig in a blanket or a little really bad, really hard hot dog wrapped in bread. But let's see how it is. Not bad. The beef stick's okay. It's a lot harder than the other one I got out on its own. Bread's fine. Bread's nice and soft, kind of doughy. Realistically, this soup mix that I'm saving for dinner would have been good on this bread because the bread doesn't really have much flavor in it by itself. And there's not really any crazy stuff on the inside or anything, but pretty good bread. Next time I get this menu, I think I'll put the cheddar potato soup mix spread thing on this bread. That'll make it taste better, but I'm going to save that for dinner with the tortillas later. Alright, so that's it for lunch. I'm going to finish this up while I'm working, and I will see you guys back for dinner. Hey guys, I decided to split up my dinner for my First Strike Ration Menu 7 into 2 different meals because I'm eating these at work and I kind of left way too much for dinner for one meal. So I split this up. I'm gonna have my tortillas, my chocolate First Strike bar, and I'm actually gonna try this right here, the cheddar potato with artificial bacon bits spread soup mix. Never heard of this before, never knew this was a thing. Apparently you can use it as a spread, or you can add 3 ounces of hot water and mix it to make soup. This is really interesting to me. Like I said, I've never seen this before, so I'm curious to try it. I don't have a way to heat up water in my work area right now, so I'm going to try it out as a spread. So let's see how it looks. Probably going to be a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. And we'll see how it turns out. It's a little messy, not the end of the world. That's what we got napkins for. But very curious to try how this is. I feel like this is something that isn't in any of the current MREs, but I haven't had any new 2020 or 2019 menus, so maybe I'll get some of those in a few weeks. Alright. Like I said, this will probably be a little messy, but that's okay. So let's try it out. It's not as good as I thought it would be. It's very gritty. I think there's those bacon bits in there, which you can see the little red parts. They're very, very gritty. They're not horrible, but just different than I expected. Definitely cheesy, definitely tastes like potato. Just very, very gritty, but not horrible. It would probably be better as a soup. If I ever get one of these again, I'll definitely try it out as a soup, but good little snack. And thankfully not as messy as I thought it would be either, so finish those up in a little bit. Next, let's try out this chocolate First Strike bar. I haven't had a chocolate one in a very long time. I honestly forgot what they taste like. So let's see how it goes. That's really good. Very, very chocolatey. I like that a lot. I honestly thought I'd like the crayon apple one that I've had before, but this is really good. This is a good little dessert to complement my little snack wraps that I made here. Alright, I'm going to finish this up, and I'll come back with the second half of my dinner later. Alright, I am back with the second half of my dinner from the Menu 7 First Strike ration. This dinner, I just left too much aside for it, and I didn't really want to eat all that food at once. Plus, with the time I get at work for lunch and dinner, I didn't really want to try and rush it and have a sick stomach. So what I got left is the sweet and spicy tuna. I've already pre-mixed the mayonnaise in there. Doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world, but I was really grown on tuna. I used to never eat these in the MREs, but then they grew on me. Then you got your nut raisin mix with chocolate shell pieces, which if you take a handful of this, you got some peanuts, some walnut chunks, some chocolate pieces, M&Ms, some almonds, some dried raisins. Pretty good spread. You've got the military energy gum, which I won't lie, I'm probably not going to chew just because it puts off a weird flavor. I've never really noticed a big energy burst of caffeine from it, but I'm sure it's there just with how much coffee I drink. I never really pay that much attention to it. And last but not least, you got the grape energy drink, which my little cup looks a little gross, but that's just because of having all the different energy drinks in there. Still tastes fine, still clean, just not 100% perfect. So I'm going to pour this tuna out. I wish I had kept some of the tortillas that I used in the first half of my lunch. Or first half of my dinner, I should say, because this tuna would be a lot better on tortillas. But you live and you learn. Next time I get one should be fine. And I'm going to finish this up by putting a little bit of the salt on it. All right. Use the good old MRE spoon, mix that up a little bit. I've never had the sweet and spicy tuna in the regular US MREs. They normally only put lemon pepper tuna in there. Not plain either, just lemon pepper. So I'm not sure how sweet or spicy this actually is. I'm sure if it's crazy spicy, the mayonnaise helped out and the salt might help out a little too. But I'm excited to try it. Again, looks gross, but packed tuna like this is really good. Whoever decided to put these in MREs and First Strike rations, was very, very smart. So let's give it a try here. Might have put a little too much salt, but that's okay. It's good to have a little bit of that in there. So far, first bite, not very spicy at all. I can see the sweetness, especially with the mayonnaise, but yeah, not that spicy. Which I'm okay with. I mean, I like spicy food, but I don't like it that much. Let's try a handful of this nut raisin mix. Got a good mix of everything in there. Grab an almond or two. Nut raisin mix isn't bad. A little dry. I always want more of the little chocolate discs or M&Ms or whatever you want to call them. They never put enough in there for me, but I understand the purpose of why they don't. But pretty good. Held together just fine. Let's try a quick sip of the grape mix. Not bad. I normally don't get grape mixes that often. Usually I've only been getting, it seems like lemon lime powders in most of my MREs. You occasionally get the fruit punch. The grape's pretty good. I still think my favorite is the lemon lime, but that might just be nostalgia working for me. But yeah, overall, good second half of my dinner. And I will come back at you guys with my final thoughts. Alright, so my final thoughts on that First Strike Ration Menu 7. Won't lie, nothing stood out as like too good, too amazing, too exciting. The blueberry turnover was okay. I wish it had been a little less dry. My lunch was alright, nothing too crazy about that. That's, like I said, their little nacho or beef stick sandwiches is just a beef stick or a beef jerky shoved into a piece of bread. Nothing too crazy there, but didn't taste bad. Same with everything in the breakfast. I didn't really talk about it much when I was actually eating it, but that potato bacon soup spread that I used as a spread was actually just not good. It tasted alright when I first ate it, minus being really salty and really gritty, but as the rest of the day went on, I started feeling just, I won't necessarily say sick to my stomach like it was bad, there was something wrong with it, just it didn't taste very good, and I just could feel it deeper and deeper in my gut as the day went on. The tuna was really good. I wish I had kept the tortillas for the tuna, but the tuna with some salt and some hot sauce was good. The trail mix was fine, the Cheez-Its were fine, all the drinks were fine. It just could have been a more exciting meal overall. But in the grand scheme of things, for 24 hours, good amount of food, good taste, nothing too bad about it, but I will never eat that bacon cheddar soup mix as a spread again. If I ever get it again, I'll try it as a soup, but if it still tastes bad then, I'm just going to give them away if I ever get them after this. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.